Ya di situ. Aku lupa ngubah settingannya. Oh, dah. Oke. Itu tuh yang terjadi jika 45 overload dia aku. Masihnya tuh HP ku bisa panas banget. Apalagi kalau sambil rekaman ya. Tapi ya isoknya lah gak apa-apa.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who... Absolutely. You just need to... Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded. I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation, so I chose a few promising young Spina members to help.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Let's go.
Wait.
Si bocah ini, aduh.
Sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know.
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation.
He's been gone for 2, but if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making it.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. And Fontaine, we have a long and
Yeah.
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevres and Miss Yela, then you can ask him your...
Thanks, miss.
Ya.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. It's all right. We're prepared for... Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. Then, let's all do our part to make sure this...
Ya. Ini 500 meter.
You look worried. Relax. It takes more than a little rainfall to extinguish my lamp.
Stop right there.
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find...
These records look suspiciously familiar. Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. It was a similar story on our end. And now that same manifest shows up here, among...
So...
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at 2 separate scenes and picked... No. Almost like he...
Ya.
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. You think he knew we would come here? If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated. Let's keep going. We can read it together.
Ya.
Wait,
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make it... What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype. You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession?
oh,
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next. This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashva... You don't think he's working for them? Unlikely. Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our last
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. It all started with a Kashara researcher.
Ini bukannya Semeru Padang Pasir ya?
Academia, he had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert,
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. No, son. Just... You got somewhere to go?
not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source. Of course, if you have something you're good.
All I know is...
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying them. The big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones. I believe the
Oh, musuh ini.
Sharawa research is embodied in weaponry. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive texts without permission, but
The Academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks, but when it comes to protecting the people here,
Overkill. Really?
our group is lucky. Our end, plus we're pretty far off the beaten path. Help, all in all, we don't have to travel to find water. There are plenty of ways to...
I see. Guess I could...
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets.
You mean, like...
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
It'll give... All right, then. And just like that, a Kashara skull. It got boring from time to time. But all in all, those days, looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people don't rush me.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back.
Send the gem?
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. You hated this place. After that giant, because I knew better than to be stubborn. You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist.
I heard they joined another.
Chief, should we drive him off? I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain. All that matters is keeping the people.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged.
Party.
Well, I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin, as far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of... Somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught
Buset, patiru indruknya.
because they... Hope you don't mind me asking, but I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a...
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the Academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to... But what if?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right...
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I
don't know.
I understand what you're worried about. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is...
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last so I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices.
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just...
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making...
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse.
An accomplice. Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons.
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are...
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there
Get
is
that
why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway.
What was that?
Dapat sa kabiannya udah aku itu loh. Notifikasinya udah aku matiin. Berarti itu mention all itu.
No. Kahh was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the...
You sold weapons to his enemies.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's what.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time. I didn't chase after them. But once the weapons I designed were turned in the end,
Aduh, Winrek.
I owe them. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since. Well, at this confession, I know I'm in no position back then.
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us. And
He even lured us to not cry to...
I think I know what he's planning to do.
And we need to find him ASAP.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep.
Oh? You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to...
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan...
The meeting will be happening anytime.
Di Sumeho itu. Huh?
Let us have a modicum of patience.
Ashvapati. It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find
All these...
useless bunch of idiots?
Oh, I think that.
No. There's no way the cops could have known.
Unless, of course, someone... If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation...
So now what?
No. The authorities can have your...
Is that for TUI tech? Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up
After everything that happened...
because what's the alternative? After Kayem took you in, what you should have learned is that back in the desert, my people live by one rule and one. Just look at me. When there's more to be earned in the...
You think everyone is as much of
A lowlife? You're talking to a renowned Fontanian
Are you?
Clearly, there's no reasoning with you. Fine. But if you want me dead,
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower.
Apaan itu?
crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise,
the Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news.
Ashvapati, you have my word that these
Fontanian justice is too merciful.
stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the...
What is it you feel you need to atone for?
You're from Liyue, right? Surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me?
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but
What?
that's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed over time. Evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames. The peace we enjoy today isn't because the weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the...
Time is running out. Please. Leave all you...
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of
Oh ya, belum ada cutscene-nya ya. Oh ini.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position.
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
Oh, buat nembak itu.
A fireworks show. Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Honestly, me neither.
I'm sure a case like yours would have fun As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing.
Oke, selesai. Oke, kita langsung ya. Tadi siapa tuh? Nggak ngeh aku siapa channelnya tuh. Sekalian ya, ini lagi baru 21 menit.
People ought not be so
What do you think they did with Ashmapati in here?
Wait.
Let's go ask them for an update.
Bentar. Udah buat ironcang.
Great! Everyone's in.
Now that we are on the other side of the... Understood. I appreciate your flexibility. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the... Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse? While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain... Is that an official confession? What I'm suggesting is... Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smooth.
Uncle Ashvapati, we...
They told us the whole story. Everything.
If you'd been less trusting of the prompt the way I see it...
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to...
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I have plenty of other business to attend to, so looks like you're...
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied. I actually consider the desert my home. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a...
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the...
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the...
Why?
The desert has been plagued by
sorry.
endless conflict since, as far the Sumeru of today is...
I'm flattered, really. Sure. We could put up a few tents and...
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
Oke, ini ya aku terjemahnya. Di mana ada uang, selalu ada cara. Hehe, hello pelangganku yang terkasih. Mengapa kamu tidak mendiskusikan apa yang menjadi kebutuhanmu denganku? Jika kamu bisa memimpikannya, kamu bisa membelinya.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to...
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you, simply planted in the ground, and a spring will
What the...
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not-Cry Trade Expo.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted... Needless to say, I could have found far more...
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it. How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed.
Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that
Eh,
this was
aku
one of
lupa
the
terjemahin
memorable train expos.
itu dialog traveler. Oke ya, sudah selesai ya. It's okay lah, gak apa-apa. Alright, sekian dari video terkait story kelas ketiga dan sekaligus epilog. Jika kalian suka bisa berikan like-nya dan bisa di-share juga biar ramai yang nonton. Bye bye. Oh ya, besok kita Imaginarium Theater dulu ya sebelum memasuki eventnya ya. Lagian untuk IT baru apa tuh istilahnya pertama kali kan dalam sejarah videoku di Alfania sendiri.